morning, Live Oak friends. It's so good to see you today. I'm Miss Leanne, and we are going to do our Week 16 virtual class today. So for today's class, you'll need your little nest making kit and your tinker kit. Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. But first, we are going to do Pop Goes the Weasel. So if you have anything at home you can use as a scarf, go grab it. It could be a piece of fabric, a small blanket, anything that you could kind of twirl and throw up when we say pop. But if you don't have anything, that's okay. You can just jump when you hear the word pop. Are you ready? We're going to do Pop Goes the Weasel. To go with our outdoor science unit that we're working on right now. So we are going to do On a Golden Springtime. We're going to start as a tiny seed. So a tiny seed lays underneath the ground. So we're going to curl up into child's pose. Let's see if I can show you a little better. So we're going to put our bottom on our heels and stretch our fingers out as far as they will go. And dip our head down. On a golden springtime, underneath the ground, a tiny seedling lay asleep until the sun shone down. And then we're going to slowly wake up. So we're going to start in downward dog. Move to downward dog. So move your bottom up in the air. And slowly, 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 bring our way up to tree pose. Awake, awake, a little seed, push upward to the light. The day is bright, with all your might, push upward to the light. See how far you can stretch those leaves and petals? Great job. I'm going to put on the music, and we're going to do it together. Are you ready? We are going to be learning about birds today for our outdoor science unit. Something about birds is that they make nests. Have you ever looked up and seen a little nest with little birds laying their eggs in? They make a nice little home for their baby birds to grow until they're ready to fly. So we're going to start by making a little nest. And birds use all kinds of supplies to make nests. Maybe it would be twigs and branches that they find. Maybe it would even be little pieces of string or scraps of fabric. So I want you guys to make a nest to sit in while I read the story. So think about pillows or blankets or stuffed animals that you could use to make a little nest. Are you ready? I'm going to put on some music while we do it. Okay, find some things you can use to make a nest. I'm going to use some blankets.
Have you ever climbed up in a tree when the leaves are popping in the early spring and find a nest with a bird egg in it? Did you ever wonder just how they did it?
I don't know if you can see my nest.
Did you ever look at that nest real close? Well, ain't it amazing the way it's woven?
Each one is their very own.
One of a kind, perfect home.
Maybe this is
Little bit of sticks and a little bit of grass, little bit of this and a little bit of that, little bit of fur and a strand of hair, a feather or two. They still carry a little bird beak with a dab of mud. Hold on, little bird love. Lot of hard work, no time to rest. Oh, little birdie.
fly. Let's go fly and find more things for our nest.
Well, a hummingbird's nest is as big as your thumb. Bet you never, ever seen one. They make them out of dandelion fluff, glued together with spiderweb stuff.
And there's an owl they call the elf. Well, she lives in the desert all by herself.
She loves to build her little nest in the hole in the middle of a prickly cactus. Little bit of sticks and a little bit of grass, little bit of this and a little bit of that, little bit of fur and a strand of hair, a feather or two. Placed with care, a little bird beak with a dab of mud. Hold on, little bird love.
Put it in my nest.
Lot of hard work, no time to rest. For a little birdie build a little bird nest.
Make it big enough that you can sit in it for our story time. Let's fly and find some more things. Maybe some pillows.
Now the pigeon builds a real nice nest, perched on the edge of a window ledge.
And Oriole knows just how to weave her home hanging down from the branch of a tree. And an eagle builds its nest so high,
It seems to almost touch the sky.
10 foot tall, that's awful huge.
Twice the size of me and you.
Little bit of sticks and a little bit of grass, little bit of this and a little bit of that, little bit of fur and a strand of hair, a feather or two. Placed with care, a little bird beak with a dab of mud. Hold on, little bird love. Lot of hard work, no time to rest. For a little birdie build a little bird nest.
Ooh, this will be soft and cozy for my nest. How's your nest looking?
Now the ovenbird makes a real nice nest
Let's get a
hidden in the
shot of
leaves of a
lightning.
deep forest, and a bowerbird makes a real nice home with things that sparkle like silver and gold. And a barn owl and a barn swallow
Build their nest in the barn in the hollow, but those old barns is falling down.
hope they don't have to build their nest downtown.
Little bit of sticks and a little bit of grass, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a little bit of fur and a strand of hair, a feather or two. Placed with care, a little bird beak with a dab of mud. Hold on, little bird love.
Lot of hard work, no time to rest. For a little bird to build a little bird nest.
Great job. Do you have your nest all nice and cozy? Oh, that looks like a super cozy nest. Are you ready to get snuggled up in your nest while I read a story about birds? Yeah, birds. I think we read this one once in our Live Oak class, but I really liked it, and so I thought we would read it again. In the morning, I hear birds singing through the open window. Tweet, 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 tweet. Birds may be yellow, or blue, or brown, or red, or green. Remember when we learned all about all those colors in our unit about colors in nature? Sometimes they are so black you can't see them, like this crow. Their eyes or their feathers are just their shape. Looks like a silhouette. Like it doesn't have any features, just black. Birds can be big. Look at this flamingo. Or little, this hummingbird. I remember that someone in our livelihood class told us that they had found a hummingbird nest at their house. That was so interesting. Or any sizes in between. Once I saw 7 birds on a telephone wire. Shall we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They didn't move, and they didn't move, and they didn't move. I looked away for just a second. And they were gone. If birds made marks with their tail feathers when they flew, I think the sky would look like this. That would be beautiful. If clouds were birds, the sky would look like this. Or this. Sleepy birds. Sometimes in the winter in a tree, looks like one red leaf left over, but really is a bird. Or if there are lots of birds in one tree and they all fly away at the same time, it looks like the tree yelled. Look how many birds are in that tree. My tree at home looks like this right now because I have berries on my tree and all the birds keep flying there to eat them. And I love seeing the birds. Surprise! If I go outside and startle them, they do this. They all fly away. If I were a bird, I'd ask where all the other birds go. When it's stormy, they can't get home to their nests. If I pretend I'm a bird, I can't really fly, but I can do this, like we were pretending to do when we made our nests. I can sing. Oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful to sing like a bird. So when a bird makes its nest, it uses all kinds of supplies, like we talked about before. So we've given you a few nest making supplies to get you started. In this bag and in this Tinker Kit. And you can make your own little bird's nest. If you want, you can use this as the bird's beak to pick up the supplies and use them to make the nest. But if that's too hard, you can use your fingers as well. Here you go, try and pick it up with that. That's how a bird would make a nest. They would use their beak because they don't have hands. And make a little nest. So that's your activity for this week, is use the supplies in your Tinker Kit. And your supplies in this kit too, to make your own nest creation. I'd love to see what you come up with. If it's okay with your parents, have them take a photo and post it in the comment section so that I can see how your nest came out. Okay, we're gonna do a freeze dance now. So everyone find some room to move and we're gonna dance. But remember, when the music stops, we are going to freeze. Are you ready? We're gonna do zippity-doo-dah. Do you hear the birds? We are going to pretend to be birds today for yoga. So find a spot where you can move. We're going to use a pretend glue stick and glue our shoes together. Stick our feet together, and we are going to flap our bird's wings. Are you ready? I'll put on some bird music. I like to imagine if I was a bird, where I would fly to.
Little bird, fly through my window. Little bird,
Okay, let's first start by flying to the park. Let's fly high and fly low. Fly this way and fly that way.
Jaybird,